Update for yesterday, March the 24th. So, I taught middle school yesterday. Actually, my first full middle school assignment since I've been doing these videos. Even though middle school is the thing that I constantly talk about, the fact that that's what I teach the most. That being said, I did do middle school today. And this, using my little animal names analogies, um, I believe in another video I introduced a elementary school I sometimes go to as the Roadrunner School, and a few days afterwards I'm subbed at what I'm going to refer to as the Fox School. Okay, and now going to introduce another school. And there's going to be a total of about 5 or 6 schools that get introduced through here. Um, but this middle school, the first one that I'm introducing, we're going to call the Skyhawk School. Now, what's a Skyhawk? I'm not too entirely sure. Um, but I have a feeling, given that this is Washington State, it's somehow a cousin to the Seahawk. And so, anyway, I was at the Skyhawk building today. And I was teaching 6th grade, and it was a social studies class. And this is an excellent example of one of the one of those type of days that was quite easy, but on the other hand, you almost left with a migraine. um, so basically, the activity for this class period, and every class period today was the same section, and it was all 6th grade social studies. There wasn't like a weird class of drama or some random elective in there. It was all social studies, and they were doing this project, and it was a self-paced project through a bunch of essentially puzzles, and about ancient China. And it was self-paced, but they could work on it. They could help each other and whatnot. So basically, and computers were absolutely not allowed. So all of my kind of tricks that lead towards quiet classrooms really couldn't apply here. Had to let them talk because it was, a Proctor thing. And like I said, computers closed, so I couldn't bargain with them. Like, hey, if you have headphones on, you can listen to like music or something as long as you're silent. No tricks like that I could pull out for this particular lesson plan. And so basically, you had classes of 20 to 33 young people, basically talking for 50 for 50 straight minutes, or for about 45 straight minutes, 5 different times, plus homeroom, which is more. And I definitely heard a lot of talking today. A lot of work got done, but man, oh man, oh man, oh man. And but honestly, part of teaching, of course, is when it's like it's like an open work session and it's partners or groups. That's what you're gonna get. Anyway, kind of weird thing though. So the Roadrunner School that I've talked about several times before is actually in a different district than the Skyhawk School. The Fox School and the Skyhawk School are in the same district. Pretty much all the kids that I teach at the Fox School go to the Skyhawk School. Okay, the kids at the Roadrunner School, they get split up. Most of them go to one that I'm going to introduce as the Wolverine School at another point. But anyway, and so I'm standing in the hallway between classes, and here comes like a tornado a student from the Roadrunner School. I don't know how that happened. I guess they move around. Um, and but first time I've had that particular combination, where kid from the Roadrunner Elementary ends up at the Skyhawk Middle. But I've had one elementary to another, but of course, this was 5th grade to 6th grade, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But regardless, kind of a surprise on that one. And can actually remember my name, too, so actually quite impressive. That actually had kids from. So, anyway, it can happen. Let's see. Afterwards, yesterday after teaching, I honestly did not do very much, and 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 this is actually quite stupid on my part. Basically, I ended up engaging in what you could call doom scrolling. You know, basically the thing that I mentioned several times as a like New Year's resolution and whatnot to not do. Well, I was kind of tired and pull out the phone and start playing around, and all of a sudden it's the end of the night and you haven't accomplished anything. Fabulous. I'm so proud of me. This is why I advise against doing stuff like that. Honestly, as I said on day one, I'm not perfect. And blew it this time. And that being said, I still make that a goal. And because it is so good for productivity to simply not randomly play around with your phone. And I know I'm saying this while recording for apps, all of which want your attention onto your phone. All like 5 different apps or whatever that I put these on. And so, so with that bit of hypocrisy behind us, actually, the highlight of doom scrolling, if there is such a thing as a highlight of doom scrolling, was I was playing around with ChatGPT, and somehow, and according to it, somehow it got stuck in a loop when I opened up another conversation asking about this. But anyway, I was basically sharpening my political debate skills by debating with it, and which is actually quite a bit of fun. But for whatever reason, the system absolutely would not accept the fact that the thing that happened in Iran, where they got, you know, the Ayatollah and all that, ChatGPT would not acknowledge that that happened. Kept asking for more proof. I gave it links to articles, and and it just started becoming comical. Nope. Okay, now can we debate? Nope, that didn't actually happen. We were up to something like 13 different news articles from like 7 different nations. The website of the Iranian government, a video of Donald Trump saying it, Netanyahu, you name it, wouldn't accept it. Apparently it was some kind of glitched or something, because this morning it would accept it easily. But finally did it was a obituary from The Guardian. It's like evidence piece number 26 or something that finally accepted. And that was far more entertaining than it should be. And so I opened up another thread and asked about it, and apparently, yeah, that it's supposed to ask for like 1 or 2 sources. Oops. A lot of fun, but ton of wasted time. Anyway, so yeah, it was kind of a relaxing evening for me. But then ended up being one of those where I couldn't sleep very well either. But that being said, you will see that I'm filming this one it's about 4:30 in the afternoon, actually now on the 25th. Thus the sunshine behind me. Everything, like, you know, if I was actually a quality content creator, you know, somebody who's actually good at this, obviously, but backlit, like, you know, washes everything out. But, you know, almost all of these are filmed at night, when it's like super dark. And so, just for variety's sake, got to have a bright window behind me while I ranted for 10 minutes today. The next one I'll do is probably going to be filmed in a few hours and it'll be dark then, so back to normal. All right, have a great afternoon and ciao for now, everyone.